scary. It was definitely not what I expected, but there were so many people and everything was getting like kind of loud and screaming and people like bashing things in. We were going to go do some activities yesterday, but we had to go back to our hotel, obviously. It's been insane, like graffiti and everything going on. But it's bad for anyone who has to repair it.
People will be using hatred. They believe because they hate a nation that this will help their cause to bring democracy. It's very important that people know what is upright and then they can do the right thing and solve problems in a constructive way. By hating one person or one group of people, it's very difficult to solve any problems. So I'm very sad. I've grown up in a democratic country and democracy is not the solution for every problem. It is not. Although there's good things in democracy, but it's really sad that so many young people just believe so strongly that they will turn to any means to try to achieve it. And I don't think it will achieve, by acting like this, I don't think it will achieve it.
We were just like stuck in our hotel. They told us like everything was closed and that we can't get out from to come here or to go to the central. And we had to take several trains. Like we were supposed to take a train back to our hotel, and we had to like switch 4 trains to get there because they closed the line. For us as tourists, it sucks because we do want to like walk the streets freely and not be afraid or not have trains closed or not know when or where we can go.
The sooner Hong Kong actually becomes part of the mainland of China, which is what it's actually designed to be, the better it's going to be.
So how do you think about one country, two system in Hong Kong? So do you think that China is the same as Hong Kong, like the rules, the laws, all the system?
It's recognised all around the world that Hong Kong and Taiwan are actually part of China. That's how it's recognised. Every country recognises it.
How do you think about one country, two systems in Hong Kong?
What your concern is your own personal journey, right? Your flight was delayed, and so you're angry or you're upset with that. So your concern is your own personal journey. But what we're doing here, we spend our own time to stay here, do our protest, is what we can do for a journey of Hong Kong to go have a freedom. We all have a job. We all have what we work. And you said we are part of China. Please show me the stamp in your passport. Is it showing the stamp of Hong Kong or the China stamp?
Well, I can't get it.
Am I right?
Hong Kong is part of China.
No, I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question like, are you concerning your personal journey right now? Is that what you will be concerned right now?
Business.
Yeah, okay, so it's your birth business journey here, alright.
It's actually making it very difficult for the global economy to actually do business through Hong Kong.
Yeah.
It's actually making China very bad because of the activities of people like themselves.
Yeah, we are part of China, but two systems. So don't focus on one country, but we also have two systems. This is a fair game. This is 50-50.
If you think that let me corrupt you, Hong Kong is probably the tax-free haven of the world.
I don't care about tax-free.
You are getting the benefits of what Hong Kong is giving you, and we are fighting for our own system to protect all the people.
Actually, it would benefit you too. If Hong Kong became China, then there would be no business for you too.
Why? I do all my business in China.
And you are upset.
I don't need Hong Kong.
And you are upset. Okay. It's fine. And you are upset that you don't have the flight now. Your flight was delayed, and you are upset, right? And we are upset because our system was corrupted or influenced by the China or affected by the China government.
Tell me exactly who has actually corrupted the Hong Kong system. Who?
No. So
the system is corrupted not by a person, but by this. It's a systematic thing.
I mean, you are upset what your journey has been affected by the protest.
Yeah, I get it. We get it.
But we are protesting what we are affected by the Hong Kong government and also China government.
Who is corrupt in the Hong Kong government for you to actually do what you're saying? You actually act like you're acting.
I think everyone in here, if they live in Hong Kong, they can name a few names.
Well, name them. You got all the cameras here. Who are the people?
Okay, this is...
Who are the people?
What is my only... What I question that I have asked is, are you only concerned your personal journey right now? And you're upset because your flight...
They've been going round and round in circles.
Yeah, I understand,
outside
I understand.
Because of
I mean, I'm asking
people
you,
not actually doing their job.
I'm asking you, you only concern your own personal journey.
Not at all.
Am I right? Are
No.
you upset because your flight was delayed? That's it, am I
Just
right?
to answer my question, who in Hong Kong is supposedly corrupt? Because I mean, you've got the perfect opportunity with all the cameras running to actually name names. Name the names. Who are the people? Who are the people?
No, what we are fighting for
It's a
is...
systematic thing.
You said there's corruption in the Hong Kong government. Who's the corruption? Who are the people?
Yeah, okay. What we are concerning is the future of citizens, of our city. We are protecting the freedom of the city. We are protecting the future of the city. And what you are concerning...
Who's the corruption?
No,
Who's the
okay.
corruption?
How do you think about the Hong Kong police cooperating with those people when
Mafia.
human rights
Mafia.
concerns?
I actually think the Hong Kong police have actually been very, very restrained with what they've actually done, given what I've actually seen on the TV with actually bricks and Molotov cocktails being thrown through
What have
windows.
you seen? What have you seen?
Where you from, sir?
I'm actually based in Guangdong, in China.
You are based
No,
in
I mean
Guangdong.
originally.
I'm from Australia.
You're from Australia. Okay. So, you think that from what you see on the TV, you think it's okay to shoot tear gas indoor? To use less lethal rubber bullet, shooting directly into the projector you have, right?
Do you think it's okay for your supporters to actually go to places and actually flying rocks and Molotov cocktails
Oh, okay.
through windows?
Yeah, okay. That person who threw a rock, the police was going to shoot that person, actually. The police was shooting about 200 rounds in the same day.
Tear
And
gas.
none of the people who throw the rocks get arrested, but all the victims
You
was
should be
arrested.
very thankful at the moment. It's only the Hong Kong police, and they're very, very restrained from what I'm actually saying. And it's not actually
How
the
much you
Chinese
have
police.
If it is restrainful,
much you have seen?
then how come that much people came out today? Are we all wrong?
got their concerns, but I think that has been fueled and paid for by American money. And so I think this is part of the trade war, in a certain sense. I really believe America must have some role in funding this.
Where are you from originally? The UK?
The UK, yes.
Okay, but how would you describe, because you lived here 28 years, so you saw the end of the British rule and you saw all the 22 years after Hong Kong came over to China. How would you describe the two different eras?
I think that the big difference, in my opinion, is mobile phones and people like yourself who are presenting news on real time. So under the British rule, things were not perfect by a long way, but problems were not so instantly brought to the media's attention, the world's attention. But now everyone's got a phone, everyone films everything, so instantly anything happens, everyone knows about it. I think that's been the big difference, not just in Hong Kong, but around the world, in how people look at things. So in Hong Kong, under the British, there was no democracy. They only introduced it very late in the day, before the handover. I think Hong Kong has got more democracy today than it's ever had in the past. For sure, it's not the full democracy that people want and expect, but it's better than it was. So when people look back to the British rule and as some sort of glory period, I think that's wrong. I think that Hong Kong is still the freest economy in the world. It's still economically very strong. Okay, it's taken a dip. So actually I think things have been pretty good. You'd have to look at Hong Kong as a big success story. And I think after the Chinese takeover, I personally think that Beijing has been very good in letting Hong Kong get on with doing what it does. To my mind, it hasn't interfered. I think that all the problems have been because of mismanagement in Hong Kong. I don't think it's the problem of across the border.
Yeah.
So I think this is a mess that Hong Kong people have created, and Hong Kong people need to fix it.
Do you mind that we use your name? Do you mind giving your identity, or do you want to keep it anonymous? We're from CGTN, the International TV of China.
Oh, okay.
Do you mind, or you want to keep it anonymous?
You can use. I think you can use my name. My name is John Maguire. I don't think I've said anything too bad. Maybe some people won't like it, but that's life. We're all entitled. I think one of the freedoms that we have in Hong Kong is we all should have the freedom to express our own opinions. And obviously some people don't feel that way at the moment. But
And you have the freedom to express your opinions.
absolutely, I think Hong Kong has got a lot of freedoms. You know, we do have the freedom to speak up. We do have the freedom to disagree. We do have the freedom to call out a government when it gets things wrong. And I think these are things which should be in Hong Kong should be cherished. And at the moment, they're being trampled on, I think.
Thank you so much. I wish you have a good day.